What is going on, guys? My name is Ty, and I have Kyler with me, and we are the Weekend Warrior Disc Golf Podcast. Once again, hello, hello. We're still trying to figure out the scheduling. It's off season, so just holidays, kind of take priority, and obviously Kyle having his busy like year or the remainder of
Season.
the year is
Yep.
pretty busy for him. So just depending on his scheduling, our posting might be a little bit crazy. Obviously that's this is how it is. Work and families kind of prioritize over anything else until this is full time for us. And if this is full time for us, then we'll make this priority as well. But other than that, just want to say hello and thank you so much again for all the support. Uh, Obviously, we're on the off season, so this episode might be a little bit shorter or it might be a little bit longer. Kyle and I tend to find things to talk about anyways. So we're definitely we'll probably still hit the hour mark as normal. But before we hit anything else, I definitely do have a awesome sponsor read from not only Gravity Disc Golf. So Gravity Disc Golf exists to exceed your out of this world expectation with unparalleled custom designs, disc, and apparel. Gravity is creating an atmosphere where disc golfs can enjoy every aspect of disc golf while blasting off with space themed designs, no matter what you throw. Gravity Disc has designs on almost every manufacturer and can make your game look great. They offer free shipping on orders over $75, and John includes a very nice note to each customer. Make sure to check them out at gravitydiscgolf.com to complete your bag. And let me tell you, they are out of this world. Definitely use code KG10 and tie DG10 to get 10% off your next order. And all of us, season's coming, holiday season. Definitely go get your stuff. Not sure yet if they're doing any Black Friday mystery box or deals because I know that's really big in the disc golf world, but still check them out and see what they have. Definitely, as you can see, Kyle's wearing a awesome hat, which I'm still jealous about, which I will definitely be doing that for my players pack or our sponsored pack or whatever that was. Players pack, I think what it was. I don't remember what
hmm
they technically were called, but all I know, oh, team package. I definitely know that I'm going to be asking for that hat, unless it's a hat that they come out that I really like. But anyways, how are you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing? As you said, busy season is upon us. My vehicle, my ProMaster, is continuously growing. Package wise, boxes are getting bigger
Mm,
and everything else, but
mm,
it is what it is. It's that time of season. It snowed here a little bit today.
mm.
Yes,
I think
goody. Not
I think
excited about that.
yeah, I just stepped outside before our thing or before our recording, and it is very windy and it's actually pretty cold outside.
Nice.
It's in the 50s right now. So, well, at nighttime at least.
Right, right.
So it's definitely it's a weird cold. It's kind of like pierces through you. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, here it felt like 30, 20 something degrees. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, I believe that. But no, yeah, I
I,
know this season gets crazy for you. So,
it does. And I do have to say, though, I have another video coming. Keep an eye out for that
woo.
next Monday. Gonna try to keep it Mondays, but whether
Mhm.
I know next week too is the holiday week. Thanksgiving is upon us. So I would try to get something recorded on my day off so I can the following Monday. I'm trying to keep a week ahead. So I'm not like trying to push something last second.
Mhm.
But other than that, I'm doing good though.
my car
We'll get
saga,
more into everything.
my car saga is finally over. So I think my car is officially good, knock on wood.
Nice.
Um, so
Good.
with that being said, now my car has been the best it's ever been since even when I moved down here. So traveling is not going to be an issue. So
hmm
it's always been kind of like in the back of my head of like, oh, my car is kind of pushing. And then honestly, I think what really pushed it was our Gatlinburg, Tennessee, with all those hills. I think it really messed up everything that I had. And I could barely get up those hills. And And then we pushed it on our anniversary. We decided to go to Disney because, we're only 6 hours away. So that was like, I was like, this is not good. And then after that, we've been trying to fix it since. And 2 months later, I think we're good now. So everything's good, everything's great. Like definitely we're planning on traveling to Texas next week, I think,
Yep,
for
yep.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Hmm.
So just to say hey to the fam, but we're actually driving because like this is a little bit easier, especially with us trying to travel, up to you guys literally in a month. So it just makes everything a little bit easier just traveling. And so I'm excited about that. But the main reason is definitely actually able to get back into content making and content creating. And definitely, I have a lot of ideas. Obviously, I have that series that I want to start, but then also I want to try to at least play around at least one round a week, if not
Hmm.
two, because there are some things I want to work on for next coming up year, and we'll definitely hit that in a little bit. But yeah, I definitely I want to get prepared. I want to get ready. I want to get prepped for a lot of things, and I think 2025 is definitely going to be more of a um, kind of more of a tactical year for me, meaning like I definitely want to get better, not only like health wise, but also I want to be able to kind of take that extra step in disc golf and in an
Right.
amateur format, obviously, but like I wanted to take it a little more seriously. I'm not expecting to go pro, obviously. I mean, like it'll be nice to eventually start doing some local NPOs if I can, but obviously we're not getting younger. I'm 31. So it's
Hmm.
like I'm not expecting to, be the next Scannon Burr because obviously I'm way out of my, you know, range for that. But I would love to get out of the MA3, MA4 range. And I like to, rock the MA2s, MA1s, and, maybe actually switch my amateur PGA to a pro and actually start, winning some cash. That'd be kind of cool. So that's kind of a goal. I mean, obviously, that's not going to all happen in one year, but I definitely want to figure out what's wrong with my stuff, figure out my game, and because like I even like I said like that one tournament I did or one challenge that I did a couple of weeks ago, just fixing minor tweaks in my game definitely has fixed a lot of my problems already.
Right.
So,
Which is always a good thing. When you notice things. I've also noticed a lot of stuff, and I'm still struggling with not reaching back low enough. I reach back too high and then come across weird, so I don't get the power. I really got to fix that. I notice that every time I'm watching my videos and editing them, and it annoys me like crazy of the fact that like, why do I keep doing this? Because in my head, like when I'm out there, I'm like, I don't think I'm reaching that high, but I still am. But that's the nice thing about doing what I'm doing now is because of the fact that, hey, you know what? I need to figure this out. But hey, it's always as I said, as you said, it's always a good goal to have though. Obviously, we both want to continue to grow in the sport, up the ranks. I mean, like you said, it'd be cool to play MPO at some point, but I will slowly, climb the ranks as we continue to play and get better. The more I create these videos and content too, I feel like can possibly help because the more I'll be playing.
mm,
I definitely still need to work on putting. Honestly, I think putting is I still don't have like that big distance that other people have because I struggle keeping it at 300 to begin with. And I know that needs to get better. But the biggest struggle though is my putting because there's so many times as you'll even see in my coming up video that's coming out Monday, a lot of putts just right off the basket.
Mm,
Easily could be breaking, you know, each week doing great and just putting failures.
yeah. And personally, I agree with that. And I even seen in my own gameplay where um I'm if I could just correct even just putting, my score would be tremendously better compared to what it is now. And it is weird because like I don't know if it's just the mental of being in a tournament, but I feel like I don't run things as much as I normally would during casual play. And
Mm,
because I am running it in casual play, I tend to hit it. But like it's always not the case. But then at the same time, I feel like I defensively play too defensive during a tournament where I could like I need to stop just you know pitching it up for just a par. I should just go for the birdie
right, right.
even 20 feet out. And like that's the problem is I just don't feel comfortable. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's just like I don't know why, but it's just like I just know that it's just I'm in my head for some reason and I don't know why. So um that's the main thing I want to work on. It's honestly it's just I feel like once I could get that mental down and then be able to
Hmm.
just get those putts in and just feel more confident with that, then I think my game would be great. I know I don't have as much distance. Obviously, I'm still working on that. Um, Personally, I don't think the distance is going to happen until I start taking more look on my physical aspect of getting healthier personally. Um,
Hmm.
Even though like I do know that there are some bigger guys that can throw more distance wise, and that's good for them. But I think for me right now, it's for sure endurance for some reason. I don't feel as bad like throughout the game, but for some reason, definitely like I normally do well for the second round, but for some reason, the second round is kicking my ass for some reason, and I'm like I'm gassed. And I don't know if it's just because like I'm getting older or like my elbow is just because from like baseball and paintball and just hockey. I don't know if it's from that or I don't know. Like it, but my elbow is trash, like mid second round.
You talk about a kick that I've been on the last couple of weeks. Buddy of mine's just getting into paintball. This is a podcast about disc golf. Yes,
But you are
completely agree.
talking to two formal
But
paintballers.
I was a
We both play
huge
tournaments.
paintballer. I was a huge tournament guy. I owned four
Mm-hmm.
markers that were all over a thousand
Were
dollars.
you sponsored? I was sponsored.
Yeah, I was on a team.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
on a team too.
yeah. So I owned four paintball guns. I had
Yeah.
two Planet Eclipse Geos, which are
Mm-hmm.
$1,300 back then. They're like I don't even know if they have the Geos anymore. I had an Eagle, which is like $1,500 now, and today, which is I think it was like 1,300
Yeah.
or so back then. And I had a Lux, which is $1,000 gun
Yeah.
as well. And a buddy of mine just started paintballing, asked me a bunch of paintballing, and oh, do I miss it? I started watching. The Worlds just happened for paintball. World Cup just actually finished for paintball. Fit won. Congratulations to them. The reason why I'm bringing up paintball because you mentioned paintball, and I still have all my old gear. I still have my gear. I have two jerseys still. I have my pants. I have my pods. I have my the pod holders. I have two masks still. Like I'm ready to go whenever. I just don't have a paintball gun anymore, and they're expensive as hell. So I don't think I would spend that much money in here.
So
There's a reason. So here's where I'm going into disc golf. There's a reason I don't paintball anymore, and I disc golf. It might cost like 20 to 30 bucks to get in. But then a case of paint, they're gonna shoot like and listen, for the paintball that we play, a case is nothing for us.
was it is
You
it
know,
35
like
a box at Pekin?
no, it's like paintball boxes are like 80, 90 bucks, like a full case.
Oh,
Like
okay.
to get in, you know, it's like anywhere from 20 to what, 30 something dollars to get in.
Oh,
But
it must have gone up because I remember paying like 45 for a box, but that also we're
well,
talking like 2011.
so yeah, so back then though, it has gone up, but because I think like a whole case of paint now costs about $90 a case.
Mm,
And that's so we're talking $90 a case and $30 to get in. That's 100 something dollars. Plus, I live in an area that Pekin's an hour and 15, the course
mm,
is an hour and 15 minutes away,
yeah.
or 2 hours towards Chicago. So that's
Mm,
another how much in gas? You're spending about $150 or more, actually probably more, just to play paintball for a single day. And then if you're playing tournaments, it's like 200 something dollars to sign up for those suckers to play in them to be part of your team.
mm,
Very expensive. Disc golf, so much cheaper.
mm-hmm.
We will get into that too as
Yeah, free
well.
to play.
Because and that's why I switched, right? I went from paintball to disc golf. Watching all this paintball, I talk about fueling my fire of wanting to do it again. Oh, do I want to
It's
play
no,
again?
it's there for me because I'm with you too. I have still my mask. Um, I still have my automatic hoppers. I
I don't
have
have my
I
hopper
I
anymore.
have
I
my
sold
pods.
everything.
I still have my pods, but then I have my belt for my pods still, I found.
Yep, yep.
And I still have my sliders pants. And then I actually still have my gun. All it needs is an oiler ring. And I just have to
I don't have
replace
any of my paintball
I
guns.
have to I have to replace the oiler ring, but then also um I need to fix my tank because I used compressed. I had the gun that I have is compressed air. So what was it? It's an Icon X, I think. Semi-auto, I think. I
Hmm
don't remember. But um oh man, we could talk about paintball, but I was
Oh, we could this. I know this got
because we
podcast, but
don't I don't think
you
you
want to
and I
talk?
have actually like
I don't think we've ever
sat
really
and talked
discussed.
because
Yeah.
we it was like when I met you, we briefly were like
hmm
because when I met Sarah, I was just finishing up paintballing and she's like, oh, like like I forgot what it was, but it was like something where I was talking about finishing a tournament that
hmm
weekend. And she's just like, oh, you play paintball? I go, yeah, like I'm on a team. She goes, oh, my brother used to be on the team too. And then we kind of got into like that similarity. And then I
hmm
think I briefly mentioned to you like a long time ago. But we never really got into the
Yeah, yeah.
actual
Oh,
conversation.
that could be a whole nother podcast we get
Because
into
that
because she's like, oh,
is
I could talk paintball forever.
like I'm just gonna I gotta tell you a story, but I can't say it on here but there's a reason why our team had to we had to
Paintball's bit,
split up.
but honestly, paintball is a very good example of a sport has grown and grown through a lot of growing pains, especially on the professional side, where disc golf is
Yeah,
doing the same thing. So it's very competitive, very comparable because they're very both two very niche sports, right?
yeah,
Um, both really good sports, though, really fun, really enjoyable to watch. But paintball's gone through, I forget how many, like, so they created so they had like X Ball, which is actually NXL is what the pros are now, is NXL. I was always a San Diego Dynasty fan. I was always that guy. I know they're like the goats of paintball, but I was fans of them. So when I got, I don't mean to do this. I met Ryan Greenspan
yeah.
and Fra Frazy. Is that how you say his last name? And them at Chicago Paintball Park when my cousin first introduced me to paintball when I didn't even know what pros were. So I became a fan of San Diego Dynasty because I got their autographs on the
Yeah.
shirt, not knowing who they were. And now
Yeah.
I'm so glad I did because now Ryan Greenspan is 40 something years old and is still playing for San
Yeah.
Diego Dynasty.
No, I know.
Crazy. But um I don't even know where I was going with the story now. But disc golf and stuff like that, like I said, they went through a bunch of pro type like people
Yeah.
buying, failing, dropping, and it's continuously trying to figure out. But they have sponsor. Hertz is a part of their sponsor, a big sponsor for them. That's a pretty
Mhm.
big company, you know. This is where where disc golf's trying to get to is these
Yeah,
bigger
they still
sponsors.
got. Mhm.
So this is why I'm bringing it up. Like the fact that sponsorships and stuff just continuing to grow. There's a lot of growing pains. Trust me, on the paintball side, I know this. I followed and have watched for 20 years or so.
It's very
So,
niche. Still
yep,
very
yep.
niche. And but the thing is like it's but the thing you there is that community where a lot of people, play because I mean like obviously, you
Tons of
are
people play.
I mean like I don't know if it's just technically more in like the Midwest, West Coast, East Coast type of style, but I definitely know that we did a Midwest tour and we would hit everywhere and like that was one of the places that we would go to is up in Pekin to do like a couple tournaments and stuff. But um even then like we had just in that St. Charles like area alone, we had over maybe like 5 or 6 courses at a time. But like
See,
the
that's
courses
amazing.
had multiple maps though. Like and in different styles because like I definitely know the one that I was technically was a part of which was called Gateway. They we had multiple speedball courses
Yep, that's where
and
it's at speedball.
because we were definitely we were that was the team that was the team that was on was
Hmm.
our which ironically I they had an in-house tournament that we did not know they were doing it as a recruitment tournament
Hmm.
and but they called it a tournament and so what they did was is they would watch people and then they took 5 of us off of these different teams put us together and told us we should play and then immediately we dominated, won the tournament, and then we were then handed of a we want to sponsor you guys and also create you guys as a team for Gateway for a speedball team, and then that's how I got it, and so it was a very random because I was just going in just as a just a loner, and I just had my gear and that was it, and then I ended
Yeah,
up
no,
I ended up
yeah,
walking out with like free guns and free
yeah,
gear
no,
and
and
then I got to work at the manufacturer shop for a little bit and then
yeah. So a buddy of mine's just getting into it and stuff like that, and
which is crazy it's just now.
I love it though that he's getting into it, but he's gonna get a Empire Axe because I recommended it. It's a good
Yeah,
gun for the price it is. It's just under $500, but it rips.
please tell
Um,
me you only used pink paint.
I
I
mean,
just felt like you're the guy that like
so
used
I
it.
would, but a lot of like Pekin, you had to use their paint. So a
Okay,
lot
so it
of
was like
them, like
orange.
it just, yeah, yeah. So a lot of people, you had to use their paint. So it just
Yeah,
depends on the brand of paint that you would that spot they sponsored or bought from and stuff like
yeah,
that. So, of course, that all varies. But the fact of the cost thing is kind of what I'm want to lead into a question for you about disc golf in general is
yeah,
cost. I posted on our page just out of curiosity. I didn't get a lot of votes, just a couple, but I've talked to a lot of people outside of that question in general, and I brought it up in that group because the fact of even not paintball,
even
even
paintball it is, I mean it's true.
this paintball is expensive. Even disc golf tournaments are pretty expensive, right? You pay
Yeah,
anywhere from some of the tournaments anywhere from like $45 to over 100 to 200 something dollars, depending tier and everything else.
and
Super
also depending
expensive.
on sanction too.
Yep, yep. And super expensive. And you try and my question was for them, and my question for you, would you rather play a $25 tournament that you get like a stamped shirt or something, event shirt or stamped disc, and that's it, just the one item? Or would you rather spend anywhere from $45 every weekend to 100 something dollars, depending on, $90 or whatever your average prices are, depending on your location and stuff like that, and get just random stock disc and random min like here's a mini, here's a towel,
Equivalent to
here's
the
yeah,
play the
yeah, to try,
paintball, yeah.
yep, yep. Just random stuff. Or would you like to be able to play more tournaments at 25 bucks and get like an event shirt or something like
Mm.
that and call it a day?
So I have a follow-up question, which you're gonna have to help me out with this to answer it. Because it to me it just depends, and the one thing it depends on is are these sanctioned tournaments or are these
Oh
non-sanctioned
no, there's
tournaments?
sanction.
Okay.
Like our like the Clipper shootout that we ran, 25 bucks. It was
And it was
only trophy only. We could do payouts probably, but it's only 25 bucks. It's trophy for first
mm,
place. And I think next year we're going to try to get trophies for first, second, and third.
mm,
But it's sanctioned 25 bucks. And you get a disc, a custom stamp disc with the logo out there.
hmm. So both of them are sanctioned. I That was the only question because I do know that PDGA did release that they are upping the prices per head. So
Yeah, it's like
obviously we
instead of
know,
yeah, it's like $3 instead of $2 or whatever
yeah.
it is
So I mean,
per
but
person.
it does add up though, especially when you're doing the $8,500 or 8,500, player slot range. Um, they gotta make their money back from Jonathan Ray. Hot take. Sorry. I met the dude. The dude was fine because I've actually done a couple tournaments with Jonathan Ray, especially because obviously from Dynamic. So he did a lot in St. Louis. He was a cool dude, but yeah, I'm not saying anything. Don't go at me, please, world. Anyways, damn. See, I'm just signing up and just playing. Like, it's cool to get like extra stuff. So, like, obviously, I'd probably just do if they're both sanctioned, then yeah, I'd rather do the $25
Hmm.
um
So,
for just like a stamped disc for that course, and then if I
mhm,
win, I do get a trophy or whatever. Like,
mhm,
I'm cool with that. Um, I don't think I've ever sat there and was like, "Ooh, I need to sign up for this." Because they have this awesome Halloween stamp, hex, from Simon Lizotte line or whatever. Like I never really like sat there and like did it. Now there is a couple tournaments where like I've seen things like for example, there's one here that's like a Halloween themed version and they have some really dope like jerseys that you get with your players pack. So I was like, oh, maybe next year I'll sign up for it because of that. But I don't think I've actually ever sat there and like done that because I'm trying to I'm trying to price it with like Ledgestone. A lot of people that go up to Ledgestone, you get you get the bag filled with like a lot of stuff and like, but is it like really worth it? Because like everybody who spends the money, they're turning around and they're selling the bag and selling the
mhm,
disc and selling all of it to get their money back. So it's like, is it really worth having all that? And are you really going to be using it? Some people do for like, showcasing like, oh,
mhm,
I was a part of Ledgestone, but personally, I think because like I'm not gonna lie. For example, like last year or this year, well, last season, I guess, but still this year, um, when I go up and sign in, they're like, oh, you get a disc, you get a disc, you get like a mini, you get this, towel, and then also you get hot sauce. And I was like, whoa, like, thank you. Like it's unexpected. I'm not
mhm,
expected to get anything, especially at a sanctioned tournament. I'm just wanting to just boost up my ratings, because I am an amateur. So for me, ratings do count, so I just want to boost it
well,
up.
that's why I bring the question up because I know um player packs is actually kind of a hot topic because that's why tournaments are getting more expensive is
Mm,
because of player packs. Because the money you're buying, like the price that you're paying
mm,
is going towards
you're
this player
basically
pack.
paying for it.
Yep, you're basically playing for the player packs anyways.
Yeah.
So like, and a lot of people are like saying like, there's a lot of people out there actually don't want player packs. They just pay cheaper turn to play, get the payouts or trophies or whatever, and call it the day. And you're rating. Don't give
Yeah.
me a player pack.
I'm good with paying like I'm not expecting even like the $35 like ones or even $40 ones. I'm expected to go in, play my game, maybe get the trophy if I win, and then call it a day. If I get anything out extra out of it, that's fine. Like I don't need a player pack to like earn whatever. I'm just working
Mhm.
on my tournament stuff, and which sounds weird because people are like, well, then why are you spending money to play? You go to the course and just play by yourself. I think just for me, it's I've always had a competitive mind. Obviously, we just
Oh
talked about
yeah.
paintball.
Hmm.
So like, but I also had I played hockey. That's another expensive sport. Like it's not, I'm not attracted to expensive sports, but it's just,
It's
you know,
yeah.
I
The
just,
gear is hockey gear is expensive too.
like I just, I like the competitiveness. And I,
Hmm.
I think for me, it's the prideness of like, I want to play these tournaments and really work, my
Like
ratings up and potentially
yeah.
win.
So so my take on it, of course, is like I'd rather pay 25 bucks,
Yeah.
30 bucks, 25 bucks,
Yeah.
especially 25 bucks. Oh, say I pay 25 bucks to play this tournament, and then I just get a simple t-shirt with the logo of the tournament on it and
Yeah.
year. That's all I need. You
Yeah.
don't need to give me because it's an event. Like give me something to I would much rather have something from the event itself
Hmm.
with the logo of the event or
Personally, I like just the stamp disc.
wording, stamp disc with the event on there,
Yeah.
just whatever it is, right? I would much rather have that than just a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah, because honestly, like I love it because or what I do
Again,
also that's what I'm saying.
much
Like,
rather have this that I could
yes.
display as
Mhm.
something that I could be like, oh yeah, I remember playing that tournament,
That
like
or honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest, or if they really want to give me anything, I'd rather them give me a voucher for $20 off for the vendor that's there for me to buy what I want.
mhm.
Like I'd rather have that than a random something that I'm just not gonna use. Like,
Yep. And that's the hard part too, because like you walk in and it's like, oh, here's what's left. There's only distant drivers that some average amateur can't throw to begin with. You know what I
yeah, it's
mean?
like a
Like it's just
14 speed, and I'm like, I'm not,
yeah.
I'm not gonna throw that because, like, for example, there was the Bay County whatever the kickoff or whatever I went to, or I'm sorry, the championship one. It's a disc I'm never gonna throw. Like I'm just not gonna be able to throw it, so it's going right into my wall. But even then, though, I'm just gonna put on my wall because I want to show like because like obviously living down here now, like I want 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027. Like I want to show like how many times I've been there and like being able to play that. And yeah, no, I'm good. Like I agree. Like 25 bucks and then give me a stamp disc or nothing or just whatever and I'm good with it. Like I really do I really do agree with that. So
Yeah, it's just something I've been thinking about more.
I
Like
saw
I
it.
would much
I saw you post and I didn't know because there was a little typos. I didn't really understand it, so I was like, maybe you're going to bring it up during the tournament or the tournament during the podcast.
yeah, I would much rather have um like 25 bucks, get like a shirt or something that's stamped, something
Yeah,
cheap, and then take that money and put it towards payouts or trophy, you know what I mean? Put it towards something else.
yeah. Because like I said, like obviously I'm working my way up. Where if I really want to make cash, I'll make cash, and hopefully I can. And but even then though, like I'm okay with my vouchers, my little $35 voucher, and get another Raptor or something. Like I'm okay with it.
Hmm.
No, no, I agree with that. I really do. Have you seen the recent potential ruling change
I've
in
not.
next year? So there was a recent video that was just dropped from I think some law dude on YouTube. Um So there's not really much fully changing, but they definitely hit the um they hit there's two of them that I want to bring up because honestly they're the only twos I really like remember. So but definitely because the other ones just I never really understood. Like I was like, okay, whatever. But have you heard about the whole timeout situation?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I hated that idea.
Okay. Never mind then. Yeah, because that's what it is. It's the you have to so they're I think they finally like actually like approved it or whatever, but it's the whole oh yeah, I know the other one now. Okay. But it's the whole way before like you even like the 30 seconds is up. Like this is like as immediately you step up and like you need to like extra time or whatever, you're
Hmm.
supposed to say timeout and it gives you an extra like 60 seconds to
Right.
fully get through whatever and you get two of them for the round. I don't know if it's like for the tournament or for just the round alone, but you're so apparently you're getting two of them, which I thought that was insane. So you're getting 2 full minute extra, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just worry about the pace of play, how
Yeah.
long that's gonna take.
Yes. Um, the other one is now you are able to call a whatever on yourself, like any violations you did or like anything that you've done, like you could call things upon yourself. So like
Weird. Okay.
so if you foot fault yourself or you do whatever, you are capable of saying like I foot fault, I need to give myself a stroke or like whatever. Like you're now able to apparently call, which I don't know what the reasoning is for that. I'm guessing like basically what I'm saying is you're able to do it without having to get somebody on your car to second it,
Interesting.
which I don't know. I mean, like I guess it's for the whole like obviously it's like the whole gentleman situation where it's like you should be saying like, "Yo, I actually, my disc was out of bounds," or "Hey,
Hmm.
my foot actually did hit my marker." You know, I don't know. I don't know what that is about, but uh, it's that, and then also another one is talking about the non PDJ numbers into sanction tournaments.
Right.
Obviously, you're supposed to have a sanction tournament, or you're supposed to have a number to be able to get into a sanction tournament, but it's still kind of dicey with like C tiers. And if a C tier allows somebody that is a non PGA member, what they can do is whatever they say that they are. So let's just say this non PDJ number person plays the first round in MA4 because he doesn't obviously he's never played before or he's never, he says that this is his first tournament ever or whatever. Um he plays his first round and let's say he just freaking just blows the course out of the water. And depending on whatever the rating he actually gets or depending how he plays, the tournament director is now able to in the second round move him to the actual division he's supposed to be in,
Hmm.
which I thought that was really cool. So it kind of helps the whole because they use the word sandbagging. They said it helps reduce that potentially of like these like people that are just randomly showing up and like even though like I said we just talked about it, even though we're not playing for money, even though we're not doing anything, especially like MA4, MA3, MA2s, like we're not trying to do anything. But I thought it was interesting though that they are allowed to correct it in mid tournament if they needed to.
Yep, yep. That's extremely interesting.
And I think that's it that I fully remember. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. That yeah. Like I said, the timeout thing, that gets me because of the fact that I'm not the biggest fan of the idea of taking way more time than's needed. Um, Especially with however many people are on the course. That just
Right.
equals a lot of time.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that one. I mean, obviously, when we get to it, we'll get to it, but I don't really see that happening. The only thing that, yeah, I don't really, I can't really say I've really spent even 30 seconds on a shot in tournament.
Hmm.
Because, like, even if it's windy and it's just whatever, like, I guess I just play a little too defensive and I just will just go for a par or, like, I'll just make sure to do whatever. But I don't know. I don't think I ever really sat there and like ate up 30 seconds of my time.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really taken that much time either. So,
Because like I'm walking up and I'm already knowing what disc I'm throwing. But then also that might be my amateur side of it of like I just know I only use limited disc already. So it's like my gameplay is already pretty, you know, pretty basic, I guess you would say, as opposed to like
oh yeah,
I need this raptor and this shot and like doing whatever. Like I don't know. Like I don't have a specific disc for a one singular shot. I mean, I guess I do actually, but I could kind of guess that though. Like as I'm walking up, I don't need to sit there and just like look at it, you know. So yeah, I want to bring up those potential rule changes. I don't even know what's happening with that, but I just want to
yeah. I
bring that
know
up.
they voted them on all of them. I haven't looked at them, but that's something we can look into next week and
Yeah,
get
next
like
week
the
we will give
official.
you guys a full definitive answer of like what I'm talking about. I'm hopefully I'm
Hmm.
not blowing smoke, but we definitely could fully get a definitive answer for everybody next week on that, and that'll just be our homework where we'll definitely make sure to let you guys know what rules are actually changing and what rules are they adding even. So still not adding my basket. My basket. I don't think it ever will be, but I'm I should vote for that.
My basket.
My basket. Top of the
Um,
basket.
yep, yep. So, for stuff coming up though, um, I know you were talking about it before, but I do want to say shortly, uh, it may not be the greatest because, of course, I don't have a microphone yet that will be able to work on this yet. But
Oh yeah. Heck
finally got
yeah.
my hands on it.
Dude, it looks so good. It's weird. It's like weird, like picture perfect.
Finally got my. For those that's listening to this, and if you're not looking at the video or anything, finally got myself a camera to use
Heck
for
yeah.
vlogging. I have three lenses with it, which is perfect.
That's
I
that's
I just need to
plenty.
get a I just need to get a microphone and
Does
I'll
it
be
have a
good to go.
port for a mic?
Yeah, yeah,
Get yourself one of those Rode mics. I'll send you a link for it. Instead of like a body one, you could do like a Rode mic.
right.
That would work
Yeah,
just as good.
it's got your C port and your headphone jack and your mic jack and everything else in
Yeah,
there.
just make sure you just plug the mic in the mic jack, not the headphone jack, because I've done that
Yeah.
and you
What's
get
going
nothing.
on?
You get no audio. You don't even
So
get
I will be
in camera. Yeah. Definitely even just like a Rode mic, like a little directional Rode mic on top of that sucker. Definitely make it happen. Speaking about that, actually, with camera gears, if you haven't done so already, we did actually post a kind of like a double header this week. Um, I just got behind on a couple edits. And then I have one of the pods I recorded on my old laptop, and then the other one was on another one. So I was just trying to find it all. And then I just recently changed my hard drive, my external drive, I mean. So, and it didn't have any of my projects for our podcast projects. I didn't have my intro video for us. I didn't have the song that I had in there. So I had to find everything all over again, re-download everything, and then I was able to actually make the videos. So you guys got lucky this week. You actually got a double header like at the beginning of the week, and then also you're going to be getting this podcast on Thursday. So you guys are listening to this right now on Thursday. But yeah, definitely lucky for you with the content. Like I said, though, there are still some podcasts out there that we have not even released yet. So I will be releasing them just very, very random. So um, for knowing those ones, it will say bonus episode in the title. And if you see
Mm,
the word bonus episode in the title, that means that is a one that just slipped under the cracks, or we just got busy because there was that one random moment where we were MIA for 2 months. And but the thing was, is in those 2 months, we actually did record stuff. So just want to let you guys know that there will be some bonus episodes coming, especially because the holiday is coming up. So if there's for some reason we cannot record or something goes wrong, I will be using those bonuses episodes in the back burner just in case. Or if we do just record, because we will try to record every week,
mhm.
you'll just get 2 episodes, one regular one and one bonus one. So I just want to guys let you guys know on that update. So um but the camera gear reminded me because literally the one that was just dropped was about camera gear. So if you want to hear about that, you could go on that one.
Exactly. Yep. I'm super excited about being able to use that. Like I said, my first video, I'm thinking I might record a little bit on my phone first, just to so I could be like, oh, look what I got.
Mhm,
But then I'll switch to the camera and have some shots of me throwing and stuff like that. But
mhm.
just using it, getting used to it and stuff like that. Because it's
Yeah.
all going to be a learning process, of course. It's a new camera. There's a bunch of dials at the top, and you could do the same thing with the dials are used for at the top. You can use it just on the main menu too.
Oh yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of tips and tricks I'm going to have to learn and figure out. But I think it
Definitely.
will all be well worth it. I did drop my vlog video for my tournament for the Clipper.
You did.
I do have another one coming out. Like I said, this coming Monday. There'll be a new video out of a well, we'll wait and see. So that'll be coming Monday. So keep your eye out on that for YouTube. And I will say the Instagram thing, posting something every day, that's kind of rough though. I'm gonna have to start just taking pictures of disc. Like I gotta just figure out just like I gotta remember too, it doesn't have to be a reel. It could just be random pictures of stuff
Start
and
using a carousel. The carousel posting is what happens
yeah,
is you create, but what happened? The reason why I'm saying about the whole carousel, and anybody, any of our listeners too, if you want to kind of like boost up your marketing with like definitely social media and stuff like that, I always tell my clients to utilize carousel. The reason why I'm saying
yeah.
that is
Good
because
storytelling.
not only is good storytelling with it, but what people don't know is if you have like 6 or 7, slides as they call it on the
It'll come
carousel,
up.
what happens is in the next 30 or
Hmm
35 minutes later, it'll actually show the second one. And if you
hmm
still don't engage, and about 30, 35 minutes, even 45 minutes later, the third one will show up. And it just kind of it refreshes weirdly on people's post.
hmm
And I try to tell people that like it organically will do that until somebody actually like acknowledge it or whatever. Because there's times where I I see it, I see somebody,
Right.
and I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep scrolling. And then like 45-ish minutes later, I see it
It's right
again, but
there.
it's the second one. And then I'm like,
Hmm
oh, I like that. And then I give it a like. And then so like it works.
Sorry.
So just want to let you guys know. If you don't know what that is, definitely go down in the comments, talk about it. We'll help you guys out. Remember, not only we're disc golfers and we're not only here to help you guys out with disc golf world, we are here to help you out with actual, just social media marketing, stuff like that. That is my profession. I do that professionally for clients. And so definitely if you guys need help with that, we sit down and talk and we'll figure it out for you guys. So That is one thing you guys need to, utilize is ask questions and we will answer that for you. But yeah, before we end before we end this, Kyle, what I wanted to do was talk to you about my 2025 soft schedule at the very
Mm-hmm.
beginning. And the reason why I'm saying that is because literally there's like three back to back to back pretty much. And then also there's one potential thing that I might be signing up for that I promise that I will mention um at the end of this turn or at the end of this podcast. Apparently I want to keep calling this a tournament.
The
But
tournament of our wills to continue making this, but it's fun, and we will always make this.
yes, as of right now, there are four potential things that are happening at the beginning of the year. Obviously, it's going to change because we're not only 2 months out, but for some reason, some of them are always they take a little bit of time to like really kind of get things going. Um, and there's a couple that I'm kind of like really worried about because there was one that was actually sanctioned this year and it's not sanctioned yet. So I'm trying to figure out is it just too early or are they not making it a sanction? Because I
Hmm.
try to do only sanctioned ones, but sometimes I'll do funsy ones, and if it's a funsy one, then I'll just do a funsy, which is fine. But because I do like this one, but um, my January is looking very busy right now. But as of right now, though, like I said, there's four of them I want to talk about, and then kind of go on from there. First off, we have one that I have never played before, but it's going to be in my series for playing at these courses because it's in my hour range that I talked about. Which I have decided I will be doing the top 10. Yeah. Plan on doing top 10.
Good.
So
And
some
that's including your intro video.
well, intro video and outro video. So there will be 12 full videos. So it'll be a 12 episode series.
Perfect.
So just want to let everybody know that it's a 12 episode series I will be currently working on. So a lot of work, but like I told you, I want to take this a little bit serious. So the first stop that we got for Thai Guys Disc Golf for 2025, unless something comes up, as of right now, it's January 1st, and it is the 2025 Okaloosa County Kickoff in Niceville, Florida. And very excited for that. As of right now, it does not say it's sanctioned. The registration does not open until December 1st. Um,
Uh,
but there's really no descriptions on it. All it says is it just says entry fees, which right now the entry fees it's saying is $30. So I think I said I think it's just a little too new, but I do think that this is a newer area or newer course. Um, because I don't think I've ever seen this popped up before. But definitely that is my first one that I will be doing. Um, and then we got January 18th. This is the one I played last year, which I qualified for the following one, which I'm assuming I will just do again. But January 18th, so literally 1 week from then, um, it is the 2025 Bay County kickoff, which I did
mhm.
obviously this year. So obviously my goal is to do better than what I did this year. Right now though, like I said, this one was sanctioned this year. This one, for some reason, is not saying it's sanctioned, which I'm really confused on that. But there's actually I think what they did was they just got the date because this place is a place where you have to schedule out a date because when you click on it, there's no schedule, there's no divisions, there's no how much is it going to be. I think it's just too early. So,
Mhm.
but I have it. I'm following it. Which by the way, guys, what you like to use to actually sign up for tournaments, it's you want to go to discgolfscene.com. Well, that's what at least what I use. I don't know what you use, Kyle, but I use discgolfscene.com.
Yeah, I think that's the standard for everybody.
Yeah.
So
So I'm assuming that's the standard for everybody.
But for anybody that's new.
Yeah, anybody who's not new or anybody that is new, definitely use the disc golf scene or discgolfscene.com. And it's pretty cool. Very easy to work. You literally could type in where you want to go. And there's thousands of options. You could do a tour if you want to. Then after that, there's actually kind of a month break, which I'm assuming there's going to be some in between. But then after the 2025 Bay County kickoff, it's the same exact place, which for February 22nd, it's the 2025 Northwest Florida Disc Golf Championship. So this was the one that got rescheduled like 3 times. But this was also supposed to last or this year was done in like April,
Hmm.
but they like kept moving it. This one is they said that it was A, way too hot, and B, was too much into hurricane season. So this time they said they wanted to move it up even earlier. So that's how there won't be potential reschedules. So they moved it into February. So
Okay.
there's a month in between the that one and that one, or the January 18th to the February 22nd, but it is at obviously the same course, which is out in the Panama City one, the old disc golf or the old golfing course.
Hmm.
Um, hopefully there's going to be a tournament in between there, so that's I could just kind of stay warm. But like I said, I'm gonna try to play every single week because no drum rolls, but just pretend I'm drum rolling. Um, I Kyle am planning on potentially doing my very first A tier. I've done a B tier. Have you done a B tier?
I gotta look at my tournaments.
I've done a B tier. It was fun.
I believe I have because I think iOS is considered a B tier.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think that's where mine is iOS. Because I think that's the one I'm literally talking about, if that is the case, which was like what, back in 2021, 2022?
Something like that, yeah. It's always when I'm on vacation whenever that goes on now. So for some reason it
I know.
always works that way. So
Yeah.
but hey, if we do a staycation this year
I know. Disc
and we have a
golf.
tournament, yep.
Yep. But anyways, I hopefully, if I feel prepared, obviously, if I don't, then I'm just not going to do it. But I want to make sure that I feel good, and this is my goal to really work on it. It's April 11th to the 13th. It is a 3-day tournament, obviously. Um, yeah, I'm very excited. It's an A tier. It's tea times, which I think is really cool. I get to play that. I don't think I actually ever played that style before. We've
Hmm.
done we did the kind of like the shotgun. What was that one tournament that we did, which was on the same course in Mississippi, whatever it's called.
Mississippi.
Yeah, what was that one where like they did a card, then like 15 minutes later they did another card. What is
Was
that?
it
Because
Sauk Valley?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a B tier too. I've done three B tiers if you include the iOS, both iOSs.
yeah. That's a fun style. I really like that. But this one is a 3-day, obviously. Um, they actually have a lot, and actually it's open right now where you could play. They have only 20 people registered right now. They're only allowing 150. Um, so I definitely need to know like by the end of the year that I need to sign up for, because uh, I'm not fully sure and aware. Um, for this one, I might do MA3. I probably am going to just do MA3, honestly. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna kind of read this because I just think it's really cool. And this one has a lot of layers into it, and it's just uh we're talking about pricing, even if for it being a tier, it's only $80, which I thought that was really cool. I feel like that's one of the cheaper like A tiers I've seen, because even in St.
Yeah.
Louis, all A tiers were around almost $200, because like it was like you were leaving with a actual basket for some of them. Like I remember there was a lot of the ones that the people would play in St. Charles, um, and you would literally leave with a one of those MVP ones, the ones I
Hmm.
have. You would leave with that. But anyways, so this one's in Tallahassee, which is like an hour and 45 minutes away, which technically if I'm wanting to do this, I'm probably gonna just get a hotel room. So that's it's just a lot easier just to stay there. Um, so yeah, but it's Thursday, you get in, you check in, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that's pretty much it. Basically, general information says this will be an A tier 3 day event with tea times. This event is true amateur, with each participant receiving 110% value in the players pack, and the winners of each division getting a trophy. Depending on the size of each field, we will have trophies for the top three. And then it goes through like just some PDGA approved pass through fees. New for 2025 PDGA fee increase $1, which we know that PDGA $5 A tier fee. Age protected division. So there's an age protected division for this, obviously. Trophies will be rewarded for first place in all divisions. Second place will be rewarded if there's six or more players. Third place trophy would be awarded if 11 or more players are in the division. Larger number of divisions may have additional trophies. The number of trophies will be determined by the size of each field 2 weeks prior to the event. Information can be found at, I think, just give you the rules and regulations on that, and then the layout. It looks like it's all in one course, but also, like I said, I've never played this course before, so I'm assuming they have like different layouts. But it says it's 18 holes. Let's see here. I'm trying to find MA3 because I want to probably okay, all others. It says front pads, purple ribbon, 18 hole layout, playing front of 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, AB combined, C, D, E, F 10, 10, 13 combined with normal back pad 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm just assuming they're just telling you where the stuff is because I'm assuming they're changing the course, kind of like how like PDGA does with the Pro
Right.
Tour.
Hmm.
It says UDisc will be updated after the first of the year once all baskets are in corrected location. Okay, so they're going to actually change it up, which that might be cool to go early in practice. Of course, ace funds. Let's see here. Scorekeeping. Obviously, we know about the whole scorekeeping will be provided at the first tee. This is code will be provided at the first tee, full digital scoring using the PDGA online score system. Holes assignments will be set prior to the day before the tournament, and holes assignment for the second round will be posted on the PDGA site as soon as the last card is finished. Ties playoff for first place will be held at hole 17. Sorry, 16, 17, and 18 in a sun and death format until a winner has been declared. It says AM players practices to be announced. Need at least 3 players per division, and that's pretty much it. So
It'd be a good time.
yeah, I'm excited for it. A lot of the people that I've been playing down here, they've always been telling me about this one, saying that I need to do it or I need to try it.
Hmm.
Um, I just think it's crazy that they have one, two, three, four, five. They have 5 tournament directors,
It happens.
and then a couple other, I mean, like honestly, I think they needed like all those people because it just there's a ton of things I feel. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool. I definitely need to like fully brush up on just any extra like rules or regulations that I may need to know before prior to the thing. Um, I obviously like, I know it's the whole like, jersey wear out of, wear that you need to wear or whatever. Like I get all that, but um
That should be super exciting though. I, of course, because of the fact that, like for myself, I don't have access to tournaments till middle of the year as it is. So,
well, it also gives us content to talk about all beginning of the year. And it's gonna be
Yeah, because
like
I
you're
don't
gonna
have anything.
next every week you're gonna be like, all right, Ty, what's this? All right, here's my breakdown. Like, which is cool because, like I said, this whole purpose of this podcast is amateur of like we are growing and learning, you guys are growing and learning, and that's the whole point. Is like you're watching us grow, and hopefully you guys are learning things that you should do and should not do, and be able to move forward with that. So, um, so yeah, so it definitely is one of those things where we will find time to be able to create that happen. So, but yeah, man, I think that's kind of wraps up this week. Is there anything on your mind that we need to talk about or go over?
No, I think we're good. Other than I think we kind of just talked about it. Uh Obviously we're turning this into a paintball pot. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so
No,
please sponsor us.
yeah, no, this is it it's hilarious how much different sports like that you kind of grow from one to the other and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I like I said, I would love to continue to play paintball, but it's expensive. That's why I play disc golf now. It's much easier. Got a course right across the road from
Yeah,
me. I could do content there as much as I want. I helped redesign it and everything else.
yeah.
So
I
it's a
mean, also,
personal
I think
goal for
we're
me.
it. I think now it's established where like for us, we really don't spend anything else for, you know, we're to the point now we found our bags we like, we're doing what we need to do, and there's no point to really like, you know, purchase really anything else unless, you know, a disc is lost or, you
Hmm.
know, just tournament fees and all that. But like for example, like the only thing that the only thing that I've spent this year was my team pack for
Yeah.
Gravity. And next year, I probably won't spend money until my team pack for next year.
Yeah, and even that you could pick your option or just ask for extra jerseys if you don't really unless you need to recover some lost disc that you're missing.
Yeah, I don't think I will probably do the large one. I probably will do like the 3 disc or four. I don't even remember how many
Hmm.
discs, but I'll probably do like a medium package or something with like the updated jersey or something. Cause like,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously jerseys are definitely needed. And like, I'm not going to wear any other jersey because obviously I'm sponsored by Gravity Disc Golf. So it's like, might as well just showcase Gravity Disc Golf. And like, I don't need a custom one. And I don't like it's cool, but I don't need one that has my number and name on it. Like I just
Like my old jerseys for paintball.
oh my paintball had paintball had my last name on
Of course. I had to.
it. Yeah.
A little bit of proof. Wait, wait, wait. Number? Last name.
Yeah.
But no, I just keep a lookout for content. So that's all I got.
A lot are coming, yeah. And like I
Hmm.
said, I'm planning on getting things all prepared for my series, and obviously between that I'll have random content that I'll be, you know, posting as well. That's not a part of the series. So I'm very excited for that. I probably will actually do a in the bag for 2025, which I'm
Heck
excited
you!
for. But I
Those
want
are some
to,
of my best. Honestly, those are some of my best videos. Is the in the bags. Everybody loves watching in the bags.
yeah. And I think like for me, I don't really watch the full ones except for yours, but like obviously, but when it's like a professional or somebody that like has a little more of a following, I tend to skip to a certain ones that I'm just curious on just to see like
Hmm.
what they use, and then that's it. Like I don't even really like because like I'm gonna be honest, like a professional, I'm not gonna be able to I'm not gonna be able to throw their drivers, Like it just I don't have the arm for it. But I am curious on like if there's any fairways they got, or if there's any like mid ranges, or maybe there's a more of my short game, like what are they using that's a little bit different. Definitely been listening to I'm trying to find more understable disc. So I'm still in a market for a good fairway and a good mid mid range for understable,
Okay.
for like a so I could do a nice like Anheuser flag shot.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out some disc ideas for you then for that.
Yeah. Or just in general, I'm just looking for more understable disc that I could just do some Anheuser, like just backhand Anheuser shots.
Heat.
Huh?
The heat.
I overturn it all the time. It becomes a roller for me.
That's a perfect roller disc.
It is a perfect roller
Practice
disc.
rollers.
Uh, I used to, but my heat is trash now because that was one of my first discs, and it's beating the shit.
I love that disc.
I love the disc, but my heat is dunzo. It is in the I call it the RIP pile. It's in my closet right here, and it's
Hmm.
just stacked up. It's in my RIP pile. I think my KC Rock Pro. I missed that guy.
Oh, I'm sure. It's
Yeah,
hanging on your wall in the pieces.
into pieces. And then my other one, I gave to Connor in Foundation Disc Golf. He probably doesn't even use it. He probably has it on his wall or bagged up somewhere.
Because he loves his gateway.
He loves his gateway too much. All right, guys. That is all we have for you this week. Definitely go throw some plastic somewhere in your life. It's always fun, but definitely make sure you pick up the plastic. Um, If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. If you're wanting to check out some of our content, definitely make sure you check out our previous podcasts. Also, hit up Kyle's channel. It's in the description down below. Also, check out mine. My recent is my 3 disc challenge is actually doing pretty well. It's in the 100 range right now for views. So definitely go give it a like, give it a sub. I'm still working on my following. So definitely, if you could sub on my page, that'd be cool. Same ways with Kyle. Definitely go see his stuff. As of right now, he's creating a ton of content, and I'm sure he's gonna be creating more because now he has a camera. And definitely, when you get more gear, you tend to feel a little bit more not obligated, but you feel more like determined to get things going. So I'm excited to see his content and stuff, and I'm excited for my series and just everything that I would be creating as well. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys next week during Thanksgiving week. We'll come
Hmm.
up with something fun with that. But other than that, guys, we will see you later and have a great day.